Good evening, everyone. How are you guys tonight? I hope that you are having an awesome family day if you are in Vancouver or in Canada, not Vancouver, because we don't do family day today. We did it last week, but the rest of Canada is experiencing family day today. And so I have lots of friends who are enjoying a fun day off with their families, volunteering, doing all sorts of things. So I wanted to come in here and share with you an invitation into my course, Money Rockstars. Hello, Miss Ellis. How are you? I just watched your video. Oh my God, we're like Facebook video mavens. Hello, Dolores. Oh, I have to connect with you about some food things in Kelowna in the summer. Anyways, so I want to keep on task here. I wanted to share with you the launch of Money Rockstars, which is your chance to be your own money rockstar. It is a 7-week course that begins next Sunday, and you have the opportunity to buy that today and get a whole bunch of awesome things that would be speeding their way towards you. But right now, I wanted to talk about the 7 steps to being your own money rock star. What are they? You're asking. I know, right? So we go through these steps in detail in this course. So if these things resonate with you and you're thinking, this is just scratching the surface, because honestly, I like to keep these videos short. I can't go in like deep here. You want to go deep? Let's do it in the course, right? So step number 1, uncover your story, your generational story, your transactional story, your personal story. Uncover it all. And it can be tragic. It can be hard to deal with. It can be like triggering. It can be not that bad. You can be thinking, it's not that bad of a story. Like, the story could be, there is no freaking story. We didn't talk about money. That's a story, right? So in step 1, we uncover that story, right? Exactly, Marlo. It's not a 20-minute journey. Oh my God. I have been doing this work for 3 years now. So I promise you, it is not a 20-minute journey. So once we have uncovered that story, and there are many, my personal one was that money had to be earned. It had to be hard work. We had to suffer and sacrifice and do all the things and work like to the death to have money. And it was also a feast or famine cycle, right? So what's your story? What are some things that come up for you? And we have a method in the course of bringing that out, right? Of extracting that story and figuring out where it's come from and why and how it's showing up today in your life. So it's not just like, what did your mom say about money? That's one of the questions, right? But it is more, how is that showing up in your life today, right? What is happening today that relates to that story? Then we move on. We've uncovered the story. We know what it is. We are living it. We're doing it. Now we want to get rid of it. That story is not applicable anymore. You are not carrying that story forward. We draw a hard line on that, and we go through a forgiveness ritual. We go through the Ho'oponopono forgiveness ritual, where we specifically forgive the money aspect of your life, of the story, of you unknowingly carrying this forward, right? So we forgive and we move on and we release, right? Release. So I encourage burning. I encourage ripping things up, flushing them down the toilet if you want, but burning's my favorite, right? We're done now, right? We're moving on. Then we look at your money date. So this is your interaction with your money. Hello, Adrian. On a regular weekly basis. And we use the money date journal, which in the course you get a copy of. And we regularly interact with our money. So here we're looking at our bank balances, the credit card balances, what we have coming in, what we have going out. Like, this is not a budget. This is the interaction between you and your money right now, and the things that go with that. So some of the things that go with that are thinking about, how does the big picture of my money make me feel today? Do you even know what the big picture of your money is? Like, is that even a thing in your life? It is if you're in the course. But another question, how can I improve my situation? Is there a way to call in some easy money? Am I blocking money somewhere? What's going on there? And we focus on an affirmation for the coming week. So that is really fantastic ritual to get into. And Barlow, Michelle makes it a thing. Yeah, it is a thing, right? Is it a thing? It's a thing for me. I know. Do you know yours? Right? What's your money mission? We figure that shit out, right? What is important to you? What are your priorities? What is the mission for you and your money? Super important, right? And then we move on to kind of a big deal thing, right? Now, this is you creating your money alignment statement. And when I say that, a lot of people are like, what the fuck is that? Right? Like, seriously, they're like, what are you talking about? I don't even know what that is. Now, this is a thing I made up, right? I did. I made this up, and it's super powerful. And I was like, this is genius. How come no one's done this before? I felt like I stumbled across gold in this. And if anything is worth the $347 of the course, it is the money alignment statement. So that's where we work on your core values in relation to money. So they might be the same as in relation to your life, but we're specifically talking about your money, right? I'll share with you my core values about money have been in the past: transparency, trust, honesty, consistency. Those are all been core values for me, right? So we look at our core values specifically relating to money, right? And then we look at how we want to feel about money. And we craft this into a money alignment statement. And this is a very valuable tool. This is like the gold nugget here, right? And I give you some suggestions of how to use that. It might be putting on your wall or on your phone or wherever you kind of hang out, or you might want to paint it on your wall. I don't know. And we kind of plan the interaction of that, because basically I'm going to ask you to make a new decision about how you want to relate to money. And every time I say this, I hear Will Smith in my head saying, I just decided I was going to be the best. Like, that man just decided. One day he said, I've made a decision. I am going to be the best. I will outwork anyone. I will outwork you. And a funny thing I saw was he said, only two things are going to happen when I get on a treadmill. Either you're going to get off or I'm going to die. Those are the two things. And I was like, yeah, because once I decide how abundant I'm going to be, only two things are going to happen. It's going to happen or I'm going to die. That's just it. It's like nothing else is happening. I am living in my highest purpose, and money is there, and we are moving through this. And that's just how it is. I just decided. And when people say to me, what is the difference in your life? Because right now my business has gone from, I don't know, $4,000 or $5,000 a month to 50 some months. I just decided. It is that simple. Make a new decision. Don't sit there and wallow in your pity party. Make a new decision. Put in some work. Find the evidence. Remind yourself, keep working at it, and do it. Don't sit there and tell me about how difficult it is or whatever, because like we've all been there. It's that simple. That's why I feel like, why hasn't anybody said this before? Like, this is simple, okay? And then some of the other things you can do are to reinforce your abundance with crystals like this one, right? We've got like citrine, got lots of other things going on. It could be essential oils. It could be visioning, meditation. I do all of those things. I do abundance activation circles. You name it, I'm doing it because it's fun and I like it and it works, right? Also, who are you spending your time with? Who are you listening to? Because if you're spending your time with broke ass people who are complaining about the price of coffee at Tim Hortons, those people aren't going to get you more money in your bank account because they are sitting in fear, lack, and scarcity. So don't hang out with them, right? Limit your exposure. You pick your circle. You decide who you spend your time with. And I had an interesting conversation today with one of my team members in my business. And she said, how do I find a circle? How do I find my tribe? How did you find yours? You have this amazing group of women who have your back. And I said, I went and looked for them. I sought them out. And sometimes they popped out of nowhere and I knew instantly that they were the person. And sometimes it took a little cultivation. And sometimes it was like, yeah, it was nice hanging out with you and we're not a good fit. Like speed dating, right? I sought them out. Seek out the abundant people. Spend your time in the community of abundance, right? So if you need to do that, join my group, The Vault. Join the course. It has its own community of the people who are working through this right now. They are doing it right now. This course starts on Sunday, February 25th. You can be in there. Now, there are bonuses and all that jazz that is there. And, I'm going to do a Q&A session in Zoom where it's like we're hanging out in a room together and you can ask me all the questions you want about the course and the modules and the 7 steps and all that jazz if you want, right? You're more than welcome to come in. That is Tuesday at 12:30 Pacific Standard Time. And I'm just going to keep talking about this because the myth that this is difficult and that you need to spend a lot of money doing it and that it's like some kind of secret is bullshit, okay? Like, I love the movie The Secret. I feel like it stopped short of where it should have gone, but it's not a secret. It's very simple. And anyone can do it. I'm going to end this there because I think you needed to hear that, okay? So if you want to buy the course, you can. I would love to see you in the Q&A. I would love to see you in the course. I look forward to seeing you pop up in my inbox saying, so-and-so bought the course and is joining the community. And like, that would be the most amazing thing. Be abundant. This is the work. Get to it. See you later.